YouTube. Shout out to y'all, man. We've been getting a lot of love recently, so I'm definitely putting out a lot more content. So if you want to see definitely certain video breakdowns or news updates, anything like that, just let me know in the comments below, of course. Or, of course, you can DM me videos to react to on the Hoops HQ page. Or you can DM me personally at Lil Benji on Twitter or Instagram. Things that you want me to check out in the basketball space. But of course, Bronny James is going to be, I think, probably one of the most hyped draft picks we've ever seen in the last few years. Nah, I'm just kidding. But definitely someone who received a lot of vitriol, regardless of his play on the court. He got to play in the preseason, and folks are doing what they do. Obviously, he's going to get a lot of love based on, obviously, what we've seen, where he came from. Why is he casually dunking on these little boys? So yeah, shout out to him. My bad. Let's get it.
James is just useless. Useless. Off this miss.
He's hilarious because the content that he makes. But I do think he actually has validity in the stuff that he's saying. He really just, while he is animated and crazy when he gets to these breakdowns, he does spit facts. And he was once to celebrate Bronny when he played as well.
Who of anyone should know that off this rebound, we want to get this ball up the floor to my father, LeBron James Sr., who in the open court, obviously with a full head of steam downhill, nobody can guard. Why is Bronny holding on to the ball here and turning it over? Bronny James.
So my argument on Bronny has always been that while all the ability is there, something is just not right in the head. Okay, what do I mean? We have posts like this where people are saying, I'm not going to say too much. I get the story where Bronny isn't an NBA player. You can't be a guard and never dominate at any point in your career and be an NBA player. Now, I'm hoping in just a couple of years, he might be a cup of coffee roll player. No, chill out. That's fine. JJ can't justify putting Bronny on the floor over any guard on the LA roster. The gap is too wide. I understand things can change. I do agree that the roster is crazy deep. Bronny's never been McDonald's All-American either. That was wrong. There was a guard in LA that was better than him by a margin. It is what it is. I feel for him, and I want Bronny to succeed, but do it the right way. So a lot of people are upset, of course, about the nepotism. People said too early to tell, growth stunted by heart condition, which may have taken a toll on his psyche, or maybe need a longer road to recovery. From all accounts, he has all the mental tools. Warriors like him, no shame. I think he has all the physical tools. I'm confused. I still to this day don't understand why y'all take Bryce over Bronny. Is it just because he's a little bit taller? Is that it? Obviously, Bronny is very young and Bryce is even younger. But I think the tools are there. He's got a 40-inch vertical. He's like 6'3". I mean, what are we talking about? Obviously, like I said, I think it's not necessarily measuring his ability on what he can do on the court. Because like I said, if you put him in drills, he's going to succeed and look amazing.
James has absolutely.
It's got to be his decision making. At this point, you have to be confident in your moves and precise, because these guys will pick up on that and target you as an individual. And they're gonna try to make things tough for him all year long, whether it's in the main roster or the G League.
No idea how to run the pick and roll. Okay, I have two options here. I can keep attacking downhill right here, 4-5 solid dribbles downhill.
If he helps, you can kick it to connect. Easy. If he really is like that, he can bullet pass that to LeBron. But that's a tough pass, meaning that this guy can possibly get in the passing lane. You have a big man that might kick that ball, whatever.
If Royce O'Neal steps up to help, Dalton connects open in the corner. Or if Royce O'Neal doesn't step up, and I've taken 4 or 5 solid dribbles downhill to get Mason Plumlee to try and come and commit to the ball, now Jackson Hayes' lob's wide open. We have a numbers advantage here. The second thing I could do is try and keep the defender in jail. Keep the defender on my back so that Jackson Hayes can come set a second screen on Mason Plumlee, and I get a layup out of this. What I can't do is pick my dribble up. Everything's ruined. Travel, turnover, pfft. Defensively, how egregious does this get? Guard the ball. My only focus is the ball. Do not lean. Look at this. You're leaning towards the screen 3 hours early. Of course you're getting blown by the other way. So now this draws help, and you get lucky that Mason Plumlee botches a layup. Now Bronny James is cutting when he's not supposed to. LeBron's in isolation right here. Royce O'Neal's guarding Bronny James. He's not. If he went to double on LeBron, then cutting through makes sense. But he's not doubling. He's seeing ball and man. He's guarding you. So Bronny James cutting, like, get away from the ball. Bronny James cutting here, all this does is allow Royce O'Neal to come to the ball as well. You're cutting through, this is going to clog up LeBron's isolation right here, and he ends up getting it smacked by Royce O'Neal.
And shout out to him, but yeah, we're going to check it out too, in our own merit. Obviously, I think this is where Bronny's going to have to be successful, so I do agree with my boy from Alpha Coaching about a lot of the assessments that he made about Bronny, particularly he's going to have to be somebody who's a pest. You're 6'2", you're fighting for minutes, you got to be somebody who's turning guards over. I mean, the Avery Bradley type, you talked about being Drew Holiday. Quick jazz step almost killed him. But you got to be somebody who's a pest. And this is his first game with LeBron. So, all right, good defense. They were able to get a turnover out of this. And here's the full play where he turns it over. So, of course, great challenge there by Connect. Connect's been balling. I mean, obviously, a lot of people know he's talented. So, but yes, get the ball. You don't dribble. You don't dribble. You have LeBron on the fast break. Typically, you don't have to dribble this anyways, regardless of who you are, because it's important to advance the ball. Ball advances faster than dribbles. LeBron will get it up the court. Don't worry about that. You're trying to dribble here, bad move. Now they have offensive advantage. Luckily, though, they turned it over. So, gets another ball right after that, kicks the Connect, but they call it travel. He did a little hop, little shimmy hop. All right, this is where we want to see you. Let's go. At the end of the day, it's not too critical. I think that he should be doing too much on the ball. These guys are pretty talented, so I mean, you don't want to see him getting blown by, committing unnecessary fouls. But look at the difference here. Same play, right? But we're handing it off to LeBron. Spacing's a little bit different here because we didn't have a guy high wing. But I got LeBron here. Watches my guard get hung up. Look at the patience. And dribble right into a jump shot. A different level of patience and poise coming around that. We see the same play. Austin Reeves grabs the ball. What does he do? Get the ball up the court. For Connect to shoot an air ball, three-pointer. It's going to be a long season for the Lakers anyways. And this is what my boy was talking about. So, another side pick and roll. Nice dump down to LeBron James on the mid-post. He's got a smaller defender on him. Let him cook. Give him a second. You already got Jackson Hayes under the basket. Just spot up and be ready to shoot. Yes, LeBron will find you right here. But what are you going to do? You're 6'3". You're literally the smallest player in this box right here. Not like you had an open jump shot or open layup. Mason Plumlee's right there. Jackson Hayes right there. And that then, like you said, led to LeBron James driving into traffic. Versus before, he could have possibly been a one-on-one. And that is a three-point swing because it led to a jump shot. Look, I'm calm, cool, and collected. I don't have to do all the extra yelling too much. But there's some things that kind of are against typical basketball ideology. I can understand why bro gets so animated. And then, first of all, this is a crazy good pass from LeBron. But illegal screen from Bronny. Look at this screen. Book smart, though. He held him up. I love it, though. Get back into it. Turn the offensive player. That's where, like you said, that's where a lot of his bread and butter is going to be made. Because that would typically lead to, hey, look, it was at least a little bit of a tougher shot from KD because it was a tougher entry pass. KD's catching down on his left shoulder versus, kind of catching that moving forwards. I don't know, man. I don't feel like he gets the same pop on his jump shot that he works on. Like, come on, man. I think also, this is a great example of a lot of people that be like, bro, I can get into an NBA game and do it. Bronny James in an NBA game, it is not easy to score. I feel like he's got to get out of his head, though. This is LeBron James being amazing. No lie, though, I was watching the full game at the time when they played the first game, which is against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers are 0-2 in the preseason so far. This was rough to watch. I can't even lie. And not even just from Bronny's standpoint, but, all the guards in the Lakers. Particularly watching Rob Dillingham, top draft pick, who's somebody who also signed in Clutch Sports and worked out with Bronny over the offseason. He came to play. But obviously he had to work through his own little things in the summer league. I mean, he wasn't stellar in the summer league, but, man, first game, he came out the gates. Boop. I think it was like 21 points. Here's where you can see it. Like I said, it's a mental thing. So he gets the ball from D-Lo. Turning the ball over. Just being silly. There's no way. Like, you gotta get the ball up the court. Get to the middle. Get the defender off of you so you can make a crisp pass. But this gets deflected and is almost out of bounds. In the midst of the Timberwolves making a run, you got to handle the ball. Like I talked about previously, guys, y'all have to handle the ball as a guard. And this is what you talk about, jitters. You're directing traffic, but because somebody's in front of you, you just can't wait to get the ball out of your hands. Pay attention, slow down, read the court. I said, get to the middle, back them down, make sure you have an open passing angle, and get it to your receiver so you can start the offense. You're just so quick to get it out of your hands. You barely crossed over half court. Throwing bounce passes. Oh my gosh, it's so rough. Jazz Hayes does, I don't know, he never catches a break off a lot of these screen rolls. There's a lot of offensive fouls and whatnot. He gets grabbed a lot. So I run a similar set. Bronny. Dribble handoff. Slide, Bronny. Slide. Slide to the extended elbow. Get out of D-Lo's way. He's going to swing it to you. Now you have 8 seconds. What are we going to do? You got Rob on the island. Hot potato. You see how D-Lo gets him off the ball? Rip through, go. Make something happen. If not, jab. Call for a screen. D-Lo, watch out. We'll figure something out. Like, these are the next steps you have to take as someone who's going to have to be a lead guard. Obviously, he's got a great opportunity in front of him this season in order to learn from the greatest player of this generation in LeBron James. But you got to be able to see these things. At this point, it's up to you. How hard do you work? How hard do you try to understand things? And that's an unforced turnover. There was no reason for him to turn the ball over right there. All right, let's get it up. Can't wait to get the ball out of your hands and allow somebody else to make the play. This is what I'm talking about, just the reads and confidence. Hey, look, connect. Not shy. Not even a fan of that shot, but in the end of the day, you're not shy. Look at the difference here in poise as Dillingham comes off the screens. He catch with a purpose. Boom, I'm moving. Bah, I don't like this look. Let me back it up. Reset. Hezzy, pull up. Bucket. Complete difference in confidence. Same play. D-Lo backs it up, swing, and you turn it over. So we get to see it again. Another screen. Just pick the dribble up. We literally just saw the play right before. Dillingham drives into a crowded lane off a pick and roll. Okay, don't like it here. Let's keep the dribble alive. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Get our spacing together so we can run the screen the right way. Hezzy to a pull up. Same play. You dribble. Honestly, this is a favorable switch. Same attack. Same option to attack that Dillingham just had on Hayes. To make a play right here on the big. Get by him. Size up. Create an open shot for yourself or a teammate. Mismatches all over the court. Be patient, because now you have Dillingham having, who is that? Yeah, Dillingham having to switch onto a big. But you didn't make an attack right here. So the big doesn't have to respect you. All he has to do is stunt, and all he has to do is wait for Dillingham to get through. And now you picked up your dribble. What it led to, though, was Connect and D-Lo making a smart read. And, of course, the comments are not fans. He wasn't that good during McDonald's All-American. He wasn't that good in college. He did play well in the McDonald's All-American. At this point, he's not ready to play with the big boys. He should have stayed in college and developed more. LeBron has a lot of things. The magic wand isn't one of them. I agree. Put him in the WNBA is crazy. Nepotism at his finest. He's not bad. He's just not great. I'm telling you, it's all mental. It's not connecting there somewhere. But I do agree. I think him playing in college, possibly having an opportunity with more reps. I think this is the best way to do it, though. You have 82 games, plus G League, plus practicing in the NBA, and getting all the reads and tutelage you need under a guaranteed contract. I think this is no better situation for this. You know, I don't think. Bronny said last year, Bronny is better than half the NBA players in the league. So people stop making excuses, saying he's a 52nd or 55th or whatever pick. Is his daddy fault putting him in the NBA knowing he ain't ready, but just following his orders from the Masters? That's a good way to put it. It looks like he has 1 second delay in all times. Yeah, I agree. I think he's just not adapted to that speed. He's not adapted to any speed. Like I said, I don't think he plays enough basketball. Truly. I don't know if he's working hard enough. I don't know if he's watching enough. I don't know.
Getting back.
I mean, we saw a little things here.
That's good change.
Like crafty blocks coming from Bronny. So, I mean.
By Bronny, that was a semi-pick, but he kept hustling to the player.
Yeah, that's a.
So, it's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. I just think the reps aren't there. And I think at the end of the day, I think we'll be able to have this discussion and end the season. Next season. At the end of the day, he's the 55th pick. I don't think the expectations were too crazy. Obviously, the Lakers, not like you wasted a pick on somebody who could have been it. It's a 55th pick. You probably wouldn't expect this guy to be in the NBA anyways. What is an opportunity for? An opportunity for you to secure LeBron James for the season in order for an opportunity for you to possibly put a couple more butts and seats, have a couple more people tuned in to your preseason games are flooded out because people want to see this Bronny and Bron James combination. And it's going to keep consistent media attention on you. I don't think it's a bad gamble for the LA to pull. Now, if the kid comes out there and knocks them down an open 3 or 2, I think, during the season, I can't imagine it's a scenario in which it's something that you would be upset about. Hey, we got our money earned from this kid. We didn't have to waste anything. We got somebody who's probably just happy to be here. And look, this is a project for us down the line. Maybe become somebody. We've had plenty of second round picks to become somebody at the end of the day. Like I said, if you're just able to knock down a 3 or 2 and show Spurs defensively, I think that is someone who we can find as a benefit for us in the LA. But let me know what y'all think, man. Bronny's debut, two games into the preseason. And what do you expect for him this season?